Hello everyone, it's Tristan from Crafting Worlds, and today I'm bringing to you a microphone review. In case you couldn't tell by me holding a microphone. I'm a Gen Z now. I hold my microphone by the base, even. I swear to God, this is like the new way. Everybody, this is how everybody podcasts. They don't put it on a boom or anything. They just hold it. So this is that tangent aside. This is the Comica Ejoy D10 Pro. Yes, it is quite the mouthful. So what is this microphone? Well, first of all, this is a cardioid dynamic microphone. I've got this plugged into my XLR, which is going into my Rode mixer right now. So this is the best possible sound that you are going to get out of this mic, because then you can switch into things like wireless dongle mode. I can plug this into my phone. And if you look at the back here, you have a USB-C connection that can plug directly into any computer via USB-C. So we don't have to use this. Now, let me turn off processing real quick. Okay, so processing should be off, and this is going to be the flat sound that this microphone produces. Make sure there's no effects. That's correct. So this is exactly how the microphone sounds with nothing going on. The microphone is not being powered. It's just a direct line through the mic. Let's put processing back on. And if we pull this off, what it looks like exposed. Obviously, this is a pop filter, so this is going to sound a little bit different, but it does look similar to, say, a Shure SM7B, and it does kind of have that design. It is cheaper, so that is a good thing. But what really makes this microphone shine is going to be the USB and wireless connections, so I think you're going to want to hear what that sounds like versus going through an expensive mixer. So let's do that. Okay, so now we have it plugged in via USB, and we have the microphone set to its highest output level. So now you can actually adjust these things. So if I just made a sound, you'll see that it got lower in volume, and now it should get higher in volume. You can adjust your max volume on the fly with a 1, 2, 3, 4 setting. And that is pretty cool, because sometimes you want to lower it, sometimes you want to make it a little higher, depending on what you're doing. It looks like when it's in XLR, it doesn't let you do any of the additional. So there's an EQ on the back here. See how that lit up? Now, if you were to hit the different buttons, it would change the EQ of the microphone, but you probably are not hearing any difference whatsoever in my voice because I am plugged in through XLR. Now let's do the same thing with USB. We should have an orange, and this should make it sound bassy. Okay, so it's orange currently, and I should sound a little bit more bassy. And then we have blue, which that is blue, and this should sound a little bit more natural, like my natural voice. And then we have green. This should make it a little bit brighter. It should grab more of the high tones, and it should just sound a little bit more airy. And then we should go back to here, and this should be bassy again. Can you tell the difference between those on the EQ built into the microphone? You can also change the lighting by tapping on this. It has different solid lights, glowing lights, and just rainbow lights. It also has a noise cancellation. Okay, so with the green light on, we now have noise cancellation on. And then with the green light off, when it's blue, noise cancellation is off. Which do you think sounds better? Do you think it sounds better with noise cancellation, or like this with noise cancellation, or do you think it sounds better without? Now, to test this, let's turn on the fan in my room. So now this is going to add a sound in the background, and so normally noise cancellation will help to take that sound out. So we have noise cancellation off currently, and now we are turning it on. And so noise cancellation is on. Does it sound better or worse with the fan on and noise cancellation on? Or does it sound better with noise cancellation off and the fan on? Can you hear a difference? You can also mute the microphone. And then you can unmute it by clicking it again. You can also listen to your sound directly through an input here. So you have a pass through so you can monitor your microphone, which is a nice little feature. This stand is also really nice. It's a solid base, very heavy. You can adjust the height by twisting. And yeah, so that is all of the features built into the mic itself. So why don't we check out the wireless? But we're going to do it a little differently. We're going to plug it into my phone. Okay, so this is just the phone sound right now, and then I'm going to take the little dongle here, and I'm going to plug her right into the phone. Does it sound good? Does it sound bad? Does it sound better? Worse? What do you think? Also, let's do with noise cancellation on. So now we have noise cancellation on, and we have the microphone. We could take a little walk if we wanted to. We could go right next to the fan. Let's do that. We're going to sit right next to this fan here, and now we have noise cancellation on. So it should be trying to fight the fan, and let's turn noise cancellation off. And now the fan should be coming through a little bit more and should be less of a fight. Can you hear a difference when it's on versus the difference when it's off? Could you hear the difference between all the different versions of EQ? Could you tell when I had noise cancellation on and off? Do you like the general sound of this microphone? For the price, I generally would say this is a pretty good microphone. I'd say it comes with a nice stand, comes with a lot of options where you can XLR, USB, and wireless. And the fact that it plugs into a phone with USB-C is just, that is awesome. I mean, are you going to get RE20 sound out of this thing? No, you're not. But you're going to get a nice sound in general. And I feel as though this is, for the price, quite good. We have tried microphones in the past like this that are not good. And so the fact that $72 price tag, it comes with a lot of very solid accessories, all the different connectivity options. And it just is kind of an all-in-one package that does actually sound decent to my ears. I could definitely recommend this. What do you think? Tell me in the comments. Let me know. What do you think it's for? Do you think it's for a streamer, for someone that's just up and coming, for gaming, for you know, honestly, this would be something, in my opinion, for like an up and coming streamer, or if like you want better quality sound when you're playing games with your friends, or if you're doing like podcasts or something on the fly that you need to plug that wireless dongle into your phone, because I feel like that is the major selling point, is the ability to go wireless with this thing and still get really good sound and have built-in EQ and noise cancellation. However, as an audio snob, I will say this does get a lot of feedback through any type of movement of the microphone, and it sounds 2,000 times better when it's plugged in through XLR. It sounds okay and pretty good on USB. It sounds okay and pretty good when it's wirelessly connected, but the volume and the like peaking is a bit processed for me. And when you plug it into XLR, it turns this $72 microphone into what I would consider like $150, $175 microphone. So if I were you, I would get an external XLR connection, and then this microphone punches above its weight class. When you remove this from the microphone itself and you just expose the cardioid shell, I think the sound is 20 times better than it was as well. You can get even better sound out of this going through XLR into a processing device. So if you're looking to get really good processed sound, if you don't have money to spend on an RE20 or an SMB7, this is punching so much above its weight class for the price that it is. So plug that in and you have a really, really nice sounding mic. Good job, Comica, for not releasing a piece of crap to Amazon and putting RGB on it and then being like, gaming microphone. You actually made something good here. You included a lot of really nice extras and your price is fair. So yeah, Anyway, thanks for watching. If you liked the video, a thumbs up. If you hated it, down twice. Subscribe, hit the bell icon for notifications. And as always, I will see you all in the next video. Thanks for watching.